Hello YouTube, Sparks391 here with a review of the Deluxe Kyoryuzin from Juden Sentai Kyoryuger. Alright, now this box is freaking gigantic. This is the main mech for the Kyoryugers, so let's dive right in. So when you open the box, we get Gaibutira, Stagochi, Drysera, and their 3 respective batteries. So let's take a look at those really quick. The Gaibutira battery is the same one that came with the Gaibu revolver. No real differences. We have the Gaibutira on the back, same as always. Glow-in-the-dark sticker, regular sticker. There we go. Pretty nifty looking, but we've seen it before, so we're just going to toss it to the side until later. And Stagochi's battery is number 3. It's nice blue color. 3 right here. Stagochi face. Stagochi on the back. Glow-in-the-dark sticker. Regular Stagochi sticker. Fantastic. And last but not least, Drysera in a very nice pink color. It's showing up a little bit different on the camera in my perspective. His face looks very similar to Stimero's, or I guess it could be the other way around. Drysera, that's been played with a little bit. Glow-in-the-dark sticker, regular sticker right here, pretty nice. Ooh, just dropping everything. Alright, so the individual mechs, let's work backwards. First we'll look at Drysera, very nice, cast in a pink plastic. The horns here are softer plastic, so be careful, because right here, if you store her wrong, the horn can get bent. Mine did over the summer, but it's not too hard to fix. You just kind of have to bend it back. It has some pretty nice facial detailing right here. Very nice inlaid details right here, which are pretty nice because of the lack of paint on her, just because of how she is. Tail right here. I kind of wish it was silver, like the silver on the Gaibu revolver, but can't complain. Tail. Cool, got a button on the bottom for the battery, so when you lift her head up, reveals a battery port right here. So when you stick the battery in, it will stop. But to get it all the way in, you hold this button down here, and when you press it in, the tail will pop out. And you can close the mouth again, and you can extend the tail just a little bit to give the more effect of what her battery does. Alright, next, let's look at Stagochi. Same base body mold as Drysera. These details are the same. Nice blue plastic cast. Cool face here. It looks almost the same, but with red eyes instead, and the little horns right here. Like Drysera's horns, these spines on his back are a softer plastic, so be careful with those. These are also soft. I got the handle right here, same body detailing. So if we open him up, grab his battery, if I can not fling it around the room, pop it in and push the button and push it in. The spine comes up right here. Very cool. If we take a look at that real quick, it's got all the colors for the Kyoryugers in fairly shiny paint, but we'll see where that comes in a little bit, but pretty cool nonetheless. And finally we look at Gaibutira, this monster up here. If I can get my camera to focus on, or get it into the right position to actually look at him. He is massive, but still has really nice shiny paint for the eyes. Those should be down. Some pretty nice inlaid detailings. You can see them in the chest area if my light will shine on them correctly. Yeah, there we go. And it's just really nice because, I mean, he does have a lot of paint. Like, he has this silver shiny paint, This is softer right here. His tail's nice and bright yellow. He's just huge. But so he has all of the lights and sounds for all of this. So if we turn him on-off switches right here, he takes 2 AAA batteries, I believe. I don't remember. I haven't replaced them in a while. So if we switch him on, we get the same on-off noise as all the other Kyoryuzin toys so far. And if we take the Gabutira battery, actually, before we put the Gabutira battery in, because we shouldn't do that yet, put the Gabutira battery, wow, I can't talk today. If we press this center button, get Gabutira's roar, which is pretty neat, in my opinion. But if we insert the battery, the Gabutira, and if we close his mouth a little bit, the spines on his head do come up. There's just a little button inside his mouth up here that presses down on the spines of the battery. And if we press the button now, it'll initiate the sounds for the mecha combination mode. But before we do that, let's take a look at what the sounds do in the Gabu Revolver. So let's bring in the nice Gabu Revolver. Make sure there's no batteries in it. Nope. So we already looked at Gabutira in this review. So if you want to check that out, check out my other review for that. So first we'll go with Stegochi. Alright, let's take him out. Put in Drysera. There we go. Very nice. Alright, let's use both of these to get the lower pitch sounds for Drysera first. And it's time to switch them up, provided I don't fling them all over the floor. Alright, and now we can take these out, and that's all the sounds you'll get out of them in the Gabu Revolver. So we can plate that aside and bring Gabutira back in, because before we start the music for the transformations, we need to transform him. So to do that, first take off his tail, and if you just pull it, it'll come right out. And set that aside for right now. Then what you want to do is pull his legs back, just rotate pretty freely, and to extend his leg, actually pull his legs forward first, or not, because that's too hard. To extend his legs, you have to push both these buttons at the same time and just pull, and his legs will extend. Now you can flip him upwards and then turn his body, provided you flip those down first. Then separate, don't pull his leg off, separate his legs as such and pull down these little flaps right here. Very nice, and we'll see that. Then you can take his tail, split it open, and we see the helmet, which is a great place to store the helmet instead of just having a helmet lying around. So we'll take this back piece, turn Kyoryuzin around, and line these pegs up with these slots right here. Be careful when doing this, or the clips on the back can break. Alright, then we are going to flip his head up and place the helmet on. There's a little clip on the inside of the helmet that'll clip right onto the top of his head. Oops, sorry about that. Now, to transform Stagotchi, what we have to do is rotate these limbs back, rotate these forward till they're in a straight line, and pull off this shield. Then you open his mouth and push this button, and the battery will pop up and lock into place. And we can set him aside. And for Drysera, same thing. Rotate these front legs back, back legs front. You're going to want to take this and rotate it all the way down here. Pull up her head and pop the battery out and set her aside. Now what you want to do is take the Gabutira battery out. Take the Stagotchi battery, put it in. Take him out. Put the Drysera battery in. Alright, then you're going to want to put the Gabutira battery back in. Now, the reason we have to do this is that these arm ports, if you've seen a show, will make the noise of whatever dinosaur is attached first. But those arm ports don't have sensors in them like Gabutira's mouth. They only have buttons. Which, if I can get my camera to focus on, it's right up in the top of there. I don't think my camera is going to focus on it. There we go. It's right up there. That's the button. So when it hits that, it will trigger. So what you have to do is in Gabutira, before you push that button, you have to insert the right arm's battery, then the left arm's battery, then Gabutira, then push this button. So when we push this button, we'll get the noise. We'll start the transformation sequence, and we take Stagotchi. We take Drysera. And we'll get this standby music. And then when you press the button again, we'll get that nice music, and if you press the button again, you'll get that same music. This guy is pretty neat. He's pretty large for a mecha. His arms look a little bit bulky, but being side mecha, they kind of have to be. Now, to arm his right arm, because since he's already got the drill over here, he needs something on this arm. So we can rotate this forward, and you can take the shield, or the back plate from Stagotchi, and if you separate these, and I like to rotate, oh wait, no, that's for the, I like to rotate this up, just because if it's like this, it makes it seem a little bit too high for a shield, because it sits up like this. So if you just rotate this around, you can plug it into the bottom of the right hand. So he's got a nice shield to go on him. And if you plop that off, you can rotate this handle back around, close these up, and you can use this little tab to flick this up. And now we have the Goren Judenken, the mecha sword, and you can place that in his right hand. And now he's got a big sword. Why you need a sword and drill fist is beyond me, but it's awesome. So now Kyoryuzin also has other functionality with the batteries, being the Vomel attack, similar to what the Gaibu revolver will do, but you get slightly different sounds. So if we start with Gaibutira, you just take this battery out, put it back in. You get that standby music, same as the Gaibu revolver. And you get the nice sound effect at the end. So if we take Stagochi's battery out, I just happen to have an extra Stagochi battery if you're wondering. That, and take that out and put in the Drysera battery. Also have an extra one of her. So that's pretty exciting. Let me put Gaibutira back in, but I'm going to turn him off if I can. There we go. So I don't have to hear him say Gaibutira again. So overall, this is a fantastic mech. I really like it. Some people complain about it because the clips on the back of Kyoryuzin tend to break. These ones right here tend to break. As you can see, this clip on mine is broken. That was a common problem with the first release of the mecha, but it can be, I mean, it's not, this'll still stay in, it's just a little bit looser, but it works out alright, so you have to kind of be careful with that. And if it breaks, you can always take one of the ones from the bottom of his feet and put it up there. But anyway, this is a fantastic mecha. If you're a fan of Kyoryuzin, it's a definite pickup for me. If you like mecha designs or dinosaurs, pick it up. If you're just in it, if you're just looking to collect these 3 batteries, this you can get with the Gaibu revolver. So if you're getting the Gaibu revolver, you already have this, so it's not necessary for you to get this to get Gaibutira's battery. And these 2 batteries, you can either get the mecha, which I like a lot, or you can hunt down the Candy Toy or Gashapon versions. There's really no difference between them. Let me grab these off here, show you the difference. So for Stagochi, this is the deluxe version, this is the Candy Toy versions. The front is identical. The back, however, oh wait, look, it looks pretty much exactly the same. The only difference that I can tell is that the copyright information on them is different. This one has the raised plastic on both sides. The Candy Toy batteries have just paint, and it's slightly raised down here, but not as much. And they're made in different places, apparently. These Candy Toys are made in China, these are made in Thailand. But no visual difference, just another comparison. Here's the Drysera batteries, this is the deluxe, and this is the Candy Toy. The back of the battery, just the copyright information is different. That's all there is. But so if you're in it, if you're just looking to collect batteries, you could skip it, but in my opinion, this is a definite pickup for a toy, especially if you like Kyoryuzin. It's a definite pickup, especially with the combinations with the other mech we're getting in the future. So definite pickup for me. So as always, rate, comment, subscribe, and see you next time.